Maniac Mo, we are here again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out here working hard, trying to get you all some raw, truthful interviews out here. And today we have Pinky. How you doing today?
Doing okay.
Just wanted to stop you and just ask what you've been going through out here. Just what you feel inside on a daily basis.
Sometimes suicidal, sometimes homicidal. In the area that I'm in, man, it's a lot going on over here.
Definitely,
every day.
This is a high crime area, and we've had a lot of things going on with the women around here. So
right.
You got to be on your P's and Q's. It's a lot of violence,
right.
a lot of drugs,
right.
a lot of people backstabbing and crossing each other out
right.
over little small petty debts and whatnot. What emotions do you feel on a daily basis? Are you up, down, you happy, sad, what?
Really, I'm in survival mode.
Okay.
Straight survival. I mean, you really you can't have no feelings over here. Because if you do, you're going to be taken advantage of.
I agree.
So it's just, I try to survive every day and deal with whatever comes to me. And that's all I can do.
Okay. And are you from this city? This is where you...
Yeah, I'm from Memphis. I'm from South Memphis, but we moved over in this area when I was 7.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 44.
Okay. Did you have good parents growing up?
Yes. I had the best of parents. My mom passed away when I was 13. My biological father passed away when I was 16.
Wow.
And my mom got with my stepdad before I was born, so that's my dad.
Okay. Wow. Was there any physical or sexual abuse when you were growing up?
Yes.
Okay, and did you want to talk about that?
Two of my uncles, and I don't want to talk about the other two, but yeah, it's probably really why I'm really out here is because of that, like on drugs just to cope with what went on in my life. Because when my mom died, by me being the oldest, I had to take care of my sister and my brother.
Wow.
My brother was blind, couldn't walk, couldn't talk from birth. And my sister, she was like 5 when my mom died, so it was like I had to learn. Well, I remembered all the stuff that she teach me, so I had to just take that and learn every day different stuff to be able to take care of them.
Take care of them. Wow, that is so.
My dad worked every day, so it was like I was there with them.
And I gotta ask, do you feel like you even had a childhood because you had to be grown when you were a child?
No, I didn't have a childhood because I couldn't go outside. I couldn't do none of that because of my brother. I couldn't leave him in the house by himself. So I couldn't play catch a girl, get a girl, and none of that shit was going on.
Haven't heard that and I don't know where.
Yeah.
Have you had any kind of mental health diagnosis or mental health problems?
Yeah, depression for one.
Depression.
Yeah, I'm suicidal. It's been a couple of years since I feel like that. But then dealing with who I'm dealing with now, that shit then every day I be ready to kill his ass and me too. So.
Okay, so that person is causing you a lot of grief, a lot of problems.
Yeah, because you can't help nobody that don't want to be helped.
That's true. They will bring you down. And I say this to you, don't let anybody bring you down. If they're going to crash and burn, sometimes you have to step away from them and let them do that for your benefit.
Yeah, it's a hurtful thing, but it don't make no sense how it is.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think about the men at your age now versus when you were a little girl? And just be honest, be raw honest, whether it's good or bad.
Well, I deal with like maybe 5 men that on a daily basis that I had much respect for, you being one of them.
Okay.
5 men on the street. It's basically, they always looking for something.
Something for something. Okay.
Yeah. If they give you $1, you got to throw that ass in a circle or square, and it's just, so I try not to ask nobody or whatever, because I don't understand it.
Okay. How do the men customers treat you?
With the ones I deal with, I can't complain with them because I don't like jump in and out of cars. You know what I'm saying? I have did a date I have did it before, but that's not my thing, jumping in and out of cars. But the few I do deal with, I haven't had problems problems with that much.
Okay.
I tell them what's up, and if, more than likely they gonna roll whatever because I don't ask for much. So
Okay.
I don't have too many problems
Okay.
with them.
And how long have you been doing dates for money?
I say maybe the last 10 years.
Okay.
Not so. It haven't been that long. If they,
Okay.
I'm very, very picky about who I deal with.
Okay.
I see what my homegirls go through, and I ain't going. I'm gonna stick me on my focus.
They have
Yeah.
some shocking stories. My goodness. When the girls get together, do they talk about the customers, or which ones are safe, or which ones are
Yeah,
laid
but
back,
shit,
or-
they turn around and get right back in the car with their ass like that. Man, they don't care.
Okay.
They don't
It's the
care.
power of the drugs that make them keep jumping in and out of cars.
I seen friends do dates for 5. I seen friends do dates for 10, which they say they don't, but
They do.
you in the hood and people pull down on you, quote prices, so you know somebody done did to put in price for that person to even try you like this.
Right. When did you first try drugs?
When my boyfriend passed away, that was like in 06.
Okay.
I started doing drugs. My grandmother was a drug addict, so she taught me how to sell drugs and everything. So I never was exposed to drugs like that till I was like 20 years old.
Okay.
And my grandmama taught me how to sell drugs, and I took off with it. So I was really known for selling. I'm really known for selling drugs. So what's going on now is
Completely
a lot of people.
different
Yeah,
than that.
it's different from me. That's probably why it's so hard on me, because I ain't used to this.
What's your drug of choice these days?
I'm fentanyl. I smoke weed. That's all. Ice, fentanyl. Yeah.
And I'm told one brings you down and one brings you back up. So to balance out, is that the thing? Or
It's really to make the ice is to really make my fin last longer, because so I won't have to spend that much. You know, I don't spend as much money I spend a lot of money, but when you get the ice with it lasts. It tends to last a little longer. That's all.
Okay, you just taught me something I didn't know.
Yeah, that's why.
Do you think there's enough women's facilities out here, enough bed space to help these women?
Not at all. They have a lot of stuff for men, but not for women.
Okay, and in this area, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting more and more women.
Every
day we're seeing new faces out here.
Every day.
They're homeless and they are on drugs, and it's become worse over here. This is a red hot area.
I thank God for the fact that I have a home to go to. I can walk in when I want to. I can come out when I want to. You know, I thank God for that, because to see my folks out here sleeping in cars, sleeping on the sidewalk, sleeping in backyards, sleeping with the dogs, that shit is hurtful.
I've seen some of it.
Real shit.
Where do you see yourself, honestly, in 3 to 5 years from right now?
Hopefully working, stabilizing the situation that I'm going through now. By the grace of God, my sister has my daughter and my son, so they out there in Germantown, they good. My oldest son, he said, what he do, and he good. So I'm really blessed beyond measures, because a lot of stuff that I would have had to go through if I didn't have the support that I have with my sister and stuff. Man, it'll be bad. My dad, he becomes an asshole sometimes. Not as much as he did back then, but he know my situation, and he give me a chance enough to get myself together, so I'm okay with that.
Okay. Do you worry about overdosing at all?
I have overdosed like maybe 7 times.
Wow.
Out of those 7 times, I've been pronounced dead 5 of them.
Really?
Yeah, so
That's crazy.
it's like with my being suicidal or whatever. Sometimes I be like, man, Lord, I just want to hit this and just go on.
Get out of here.
Hear me. At the end of the day, it ain't nothing that bad to make me want to leave.
I agree. You can persevere through it. You really can.
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets in life or any fears in life?
Yes, I regret that I ever touched drugs, period.
They will change your life.
I regret that I didn't stay in school. I regret I don't. When I started getting on drugs heavy, I had sense enough to go to somebody and ask for help.
Okay.
I thank God for that, because when you let the white folks get in your business, it's hard to get them up out of there. So I went to my baby sister, and she would stay with and asked her to take care of them, and we've been on and popping ever since then. But that was like maybe 5 years ago. So they then it was grown. You know, my oldest son 22, my daughter 20, and my son 12. So my kids damn near grown now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been attacked or raped by any customers?
Yeah, I had one incident where I got in the car with somebody I didn't know, and he took me back there in some warehouse over here on Jackson. And the knife was right there in my purse, but if I would have grabbed it, I don't know what he would have did. And right after that, I come around away from him. He was like, go on, holler. I want to hear you holler. Well, then I'm like, bitch, I ain't finna holler. I'm finna get your, you know what I'm saying?
While he was raping you?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so when I come around the front, when he got through, the police was right there. I went to tell the police what was up, and he acted like he was finna follow this motherfucker, and this bitch went the other way. Wow. I was livid.
Wow.
But I remember that man's license plate for 2 years almost. Okay. And I never saw him again. Never saw him again. Which I know he done been back out here, but I haven't saw him. But yeah, I was so mad. I was mad at myself though, because I normally don't do that. But I forgot what made me do that. I don't know if I needed some dope then. I don't know what it was, but no. After that, I was good on that.
Do you need money for rent, food, hygiene products, things of that nature?
Yes. Okay. I have a car now. My dad bought me a car or whatever. It's a little Saturn or whatever. But yeah, I used to boost or whatever, but I don't like doing it anymore. I'm trying to do the right thing, but that's not working. Okay. So I don't know what I'm finna do, what kind of move I'm finna pull. I try to come up with something every day, but God bless me so I won't have to do nothing that I don't want to do. But eventually I'm gonna have to come up with something. I don't know what it's gonna be.
It gets to that point, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you have a good relationship with your kids?
Yes, I have a wonderful relationship with my kids. I talk to them. Well, I talk to my daughter and my son maybe 2 to 3 times a week, but I got my oldest son, he stays in the same house I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of weird things are some of your customers into, or what are some of the strangest things you've seen out here on the street? Because there's a lot going on in this area.
I heard men want to be pissed on, sticking hot curlers in their ass.
What?
Yeah, all type of shit. Playing pussy. When I was dancing, me and my home, I had one dude that wanted me to get a girl with like they were 9.5, 10, and we played pussy with each other while he recorded and he jack off. You don't gotta touch him, so he give us $1.50 a piece. I had another customer where he wanted me to walk out the house with my heels on to sit in the driver's seat and push down on the gas as he jack off. So that was like $200. So yeah,
that is just crazy.
It aroused him to see the gas being pushed with high heels on. But
wow.
It was weird to me, but the money, yeah, I was pushing the shit out there damn thing. Well, I had a guy that about 2 weeks ago he wanted to perform oral sex on me. Okay. And he wanted me to spit in his face and talk bad to him and slap, man.
Wow.
I slapped the dog shit out of his ass, find his ass up, spitting on you nasty motherfucker. You hear me? Yeah, I got 140 from 140 from him.
When you first hit, smoked, or shot dope, how did it make you feel immediately?
I was on, I think I popped X pills with my boyfriend. Okay. When my boyfriend first, that was his drug of choice. So I ended up popping the X pills. Okay. Well, that was having me up too many days or whatever, because I don't like to be up, you got to deal with reality. So I ended up, my homeboy gave me 1 4-bar. And that 1 4-bar turned to 3, that 3 turned to 7. And man, I was sleeping 3 or 4 days straight, wouldn't get up and use the bathroom. Wow. And then I was spending so much money. I was spending $100 to $200 a day on it. Now, with the Percocet 30s and all that. My homeboy came to me and was like, man, I got some new shit in. It's cheap. You're going to be high. Longer, you're going to be good.
Okay.
And it was heroin. So heroin turned to fentanyl. And that's where I'm at now.
Okay. Do the drug dealers treat you with respect, or do they ask for sex in exchange for drugs?
No, they don't. But I can honestly say the couple of people that I've messed with, no, they ain't never came to me like that.
Okay.
I never put myself in a position to for them to come to me like that. I'm gonna have my money.
Okay.
So if I do, if I don't have it, I just, my pride is very hard for me to ask for.
Okay.
It's very hard for me to ask.
Do you think you'll be a granny out here still doing your things? Because, you know, over time, looks fade. And
Yeah. Well, my I don't know. Well, I can say I don't know my kids. I don't know my oldest son. I know he's sexually active. My daughter, she's not yet, but I know eventually it's gonna come a time because I know how it is. So hopefully by next year I should be at the point where I'm ready to get clean or whatever, because I'm looking for a job right now. I will work a job. I don't have a problem with it. So I'd rather do that before. That's for show money, not whole money. Yeah. So I'd rather do that. Yeah.
Have you ever fallen in love with any of your customers or anything like that?
Well, I started liking one guy, but he getting on my nerves, so it's like whatever. I think it was just like a gateway to get away from the nigga that I'm fucking with now. So,
sort of like a crutch.
Yeah, because the dude that I'm with there, piece of shit. But the customer guy, we kicky. I can be myself. It's just it's a big difference.
Big difference.
And it's been a while since I've been treated where I didn't have to support somebody. Yeah, I can keep my money to myself and do my dope by myself. I ain't got to worry about nobody saying your side bigger than mine, and he ain't put 2 cents on a motherfucking penny or nothing. But he complained, yeah.
I've been told by some of the girls that they've had sex with on-duty police officers. Have you heard anything?
Did that before.
Have you really?
Yeah. He was, come to find out, he ended up, I was watching the news one day, he popped up on the news, he choked the cashier out at one of the gas stations in Orange Mound. So he's no longer a police officer. So when I went to jail, I did like 6 months. And I got out of jail, and the guy pulled up to the stop sign. I'm like, do you remember me? He had lost so much weight because he was like chunky. So when I saw him again, he was like a fitness instructor. He was cut or whatever. But I dealt with him like one other time other than that. And I haven't dealt with him no more. We went to his house. But that was like the 2nd time I went to his house. But I have been in the police car with him and all,
That is crazy. What do you need to break your drug addiction? What mental or physical thing do you think you would need to just snap it, just break it?
It's just, it's not hard. I just don't want to deal with the sickness, probably. The withdrawals. If I could deal with that, I probably would have been got clean. But that's the worst part of it ever. I think that's what most of us are afraid of is the withdrawals. Yeah, because it ain't nothing nice. This not a mental drug where you can just say, okay, I'm going to stop today. I ain't fucking with this shit. No, that's some bullshit, y'all. You hear me? And a lot of people say this shit. The mind thing, if you haven't experienced this shit, it'll take you somewhere where you never thought you would go. You hear me?
And I hear some of the women say you will do things that you said you were not gonna do.
Of course. Yeah, you will. I have came so close, but like I said, but one thing I do know for sure, the prayers of the righteous were better than much. So the prayers that my mother prayed over me before she passed, and my grandmother, I know they still in effect because, like I said, I don't have to do a lot of stuff that my homegirls and my homeboys have to do. You know? But I'm still out here. You know, I still go through stuff, and like my folks going through stuff, I go through it too. So I'm not trying to be no big me and no little them. We all out here in the struggle together.
What age did you do your first date? Do you remember?
I was in my 30s.
Your 30s?
Maybe 35 if I'm not mistaken.
Do you remember what was going through your mind when you first That first
I
day?
just needed some money, some quick money, and it was the right price at the right time. And it was like two pumps in a stroke, and I was through. So, yeah.
Okay. Do your family members and friends know how you earn money?
My dad, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, his ass know, but he don't say too much. He'll give me the money if I be like, damn, I'm sick or whatever. He'll give it to me. I say 95% of the time, but the other 5%. But more than likely, he'll give it to me if I ask him for it, but I try not to.
Okay.
But yeah, my dad supports me. My sisters, they don't want me out here like this, so they'll try to
help you out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think prostitution should be legalized or kept illegal?
No, I don't. I don't, but that's how a lot of people survive.
Mm-hmm.
That's how a lot of my own girls survive. That's how a lot of my own boys survive. So I don't think it should be legal, but I mean, sometimes that's all a person knows. That's all they know to do. So I really don't have an opinion on it. I can't say no or yes. I can't say yes or no.
Okay, and I guess my last question is, what do you want the viewers out there to know about the girls or the women out there when they're driving down the street or they walk past them and see them?
Please don't judge a book by its cover. If you want to do a day with one of them, don't post their money and stop taking their shit. This shit ain't cool. Your ass gonna probably get something that you probably can't get rid of 9 times out of 10. So for your health and theirs too, scrap up or something. Keep riding or just you never know what a person going through out here.
I fully agree.
It's something that got her out here like this. So don't take advantage of that person. 'Cause that shit ain't cool. And then go home and give it to your wife, and you don't want to do that. So.
Strong words. Well, we ask that you all like, share, and subscribe, and also comment on the video. We want to thank all of my subscribers. We are up over 500 subscribers. That is just wonderful to me. And Pinky, I want to thank you personally for stopping and just giving me a bit of your time to do the interview. This has been wonderful.
Maniac Joe. You hear me? Subscribe, like, comment. You hear me? Get my boy up there with them numbers.
And this is Maniac Mo, and we are gone. Bye-bye.